Hello everyone. So this would be our second problem on the differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. So in our first problem, we introduced the derivative, how to compute the derivative of inverse trigonometric functions. And in that problem, we applied the product rule. That is because we have two functions that were multiplied. So two functions were multiplied. So we applied product rule to solve for the derivatives of the inverse trigonometric function. Now, this is our second problem. So we need to differentiate here. This is the function. The function is 1 plus arctan x divided by 2 minus 3 arctangent x. So the first thing we will always do, like what we did in the first problem, is to recognize what kind of rule shall we apply to the problem. So in the first problem, we apply the product rule. That is because we had two functions being multiplied. But in this case, the function y is actually, it has two functions too. The function, this is the first function, this is the second function. And the functions are divided. Instead of being multiplied, the functions are actually in a fractional form or being divided. So we have one fraction divided by another fraction. So that means we cannot apply the product rule. Instead, we will apply the quotient rule. Since the two functions are being divided, we will apply the quotient rule. So the y has two functions. And what does the quotient rule say? So the quotient rule says that this is the formula of the quotient rule. So if you haven't watched it, in our previous videos, we had actually problems discussing about the quotient rule and what to do with quotient rule, the steps that we need to make when we solve problems using the quotient rule. So in the quotient rule, we need to have a u and a v. So we will let u as the first function. So for the first function, we let it as a u. The second function, we let it as a v. Once we have u and v, we will take the derivative of u and v, because in the formula there is here, for example here, that's the derivative of u. And in here we have the derivative of v. So we need to take the derivatives of u and v here. And once we have the derivatives there, we need to put it back into the formula. And where we only have v squared, u and v. So now that we have u and v, we will differentiate u and v now. So we will take the derivatives of u and v. So we will have u derivative and v derivative. So the first one, what is the derivative of this one? So that's the first function. So I want you to memorize again. So the derivative of arctan, what's the derivative of arctan, right? So for you, it's actually this one, right? 1 plus arctan. And what's the derivative of u? The derivative of u is actually, what is the derivative of the arctan? So I want you to memorize the basic derivatives of these inverse trigonometric functions. Like for instance, what's the derivative of arcsine? What's the derivative of arccosine? What's the derivative of arctangent? So these are very important derivatives. So please memorize the derivatives of at least the most common ones, the sine, cosine, and the tangent. Memorize this. So review your inverse trigonometric functions and memorize the derivatives of sine, inverse sine, arc cosine, and arctan. For example, in here, the arctan, this is the derivative of the arctan, which is equal to that one, right? That's for the u. For the v, this is the v, right? That's the v. We need to take the derivative of that, right? The derivative of that. So the derivative of minus 3 arctan x is, here is it. So this one minus 3, and the arctan has this derivative, right? So minus 3, of course, is a constant, so you put it outside, and then the derivative of arctan x is this one, and that's from the formula of the derivative of arctan. And then when you multiply both, it would give you this value, negative 3 over 1 plus x squared. So this is now the derivative of v, right? So we now have the derivative of u, we now have the derivative of v, right? So that's now, you see, that's the derivative of v. Once we have the derivative of u, derivative of v, we will go back to the formula of the quotient rule. This is the formula of the quotient rule. We will put everything in there, you know, and everything that we have computed and derived, like for example, derivative of u, derivative of v, and of course, u and v. U and v, we simply copied it from the given problem because we know u is the first function, v is the second function. You just copied those and put it in the formula. So if you put everything in the formula, it would look like this. So this is now the complete quotient rule by putting the u, v, derivative of u, derivative of v into that formula, into this formula. So it would look like this. So once you have this one, all you need to do is simplify. So I hope you know how to really simplify it because that's very important. Once you reach this point, the next thing you need to do is really to simplify. You may simplify the numerator or you may simplify the denominator, you know. And when you cannot simplify anymore, that would be your final answer. So you stop when you cannot simplify anymore. In this case, we can actually simplify the numerator, right? So what's happening there with the numerator, by the way? So we have, so we need to multiply, for example. So in the numerator, we have this one multiplied to this, right? This one, you know? How would you multiply that? You need to distribute it, you know? And when you distribute it, it would actually be equal to, just win, right? And then this one, of course, is the other one as well. So you really need how to simplify this. You need to learn how to simplify by distributing it. So one term multiplied to the other term, for example. So this is now the first term, right? And then, of course, the second term is this one, you know? So this is the first term, and this is the second term. So if you look at the first term and the second term, they have a common 1 plus x squared, right? So because look at this one. So here it has 1 plus x squared, and here it has also 1 plus x squared. That means 1 plus x squared is common in both of the terms, right? So you can actually put them together like this one, right? So this is the two terms placed together, all right? Or when you simplify it, right? As you can see in here, we have minus 3 arctan x, we have plus 3 arctan n, so we cancel that arctan, right? So what is left is 5. So we have 2 and 3, so that's 5. And of course, the denominator of 1 plus x squared. So it would now be 5 divided by 1 plus x squared. That is because negative arctan x cancels out with positive arctan 3 arctan x. So what is left is only this one, right? So of course we go back to the derivative, you know? Remember the derivative, that's the actually the denominator. So, and then you simplify again until you cannot simplify anymore. So the final answer would be this one. So that's the final answer. 5 divided by 1 plus x squared times 2 minus 3 tan x. So my suggestion to you is just solve it step by step, line by line, so you'll never miss anything. So just solve it line by line, and maybe simplify the numerator first. Then while you are simplifying the numerator, copy whatever is in the denominator. So once you have simplified the numerator, then you have the denominator, simplify it as well. So simplify it step by step. Simplify starting with the numerator and just numerator alone. Just copy the denominator and don't simplify the denominator yet. Once you are done with the numerator, then you go and simplify the denominator if there's a need to simplify the denominator. All right, so you'll never miss a single step. So you do it line by line until you can never simplify it. If you cannot simplify it, then that could be your final answer. So this would be our final answer. If you have some questions, please leave a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.